Today we are getting to know Metro Councilman Andrew Owens, just elected to represent District 9. District 9 runs along the Frankfort Avenue, Shelbyville Road corridor. That includes neighborhoods like Clifton, Crescent Hills, parts of St. Matthews, and Cherokee Gardens. Thanks so much for coming on, Councilman.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's good to be here.
We are excited to have you here. Okay, we want to start by talking about One Park Development, mixed-use project right there at Lexington Road in Grinstead. We know that projects like this are important to you because it has to do with that urban development. Tell us a little bit about that.
So for me, when we support projects that have higher rates of density and usually a little bit more height, there are a few things that we get as a result of that. Number one, we get more units of housing, which I think we talk a lot about affordable housing in this city, but we don't talk about the simple supply-demand dynamic that is the pressure that's pushing up on housing prices across the affordability spectrum. So for me, any additional units of residential that are coming online is a benefit as it relates to that pricing pressure. We need to focus on the affordable end, where people are losing houses and being evicted from rent, but any housing that we bring online across the spectrum is helpful. And then the other thing it does is it brings people to our neighborhood, both to live and to visit. And in a post-COVID world, any extra people that come into our neighborhood to support our local shops and businesses, to me, is a good thing. And it helps public transit and other things that benefit from extra density.
And we also want to make sure we talk a little bit about this resizing of the streets. It sounds like it's kind of obvious, but it has a very specific purpose. Tell us a little bit about that.
It does, and resizing of the streets is almost exclusively driven by automobile safety and to a lesser extent pedestrian safety. I think a lot of people think that because there are many times bike lanes along the sides that the whole right-sizing concept is being driven by the bicycle lanes, and that's kind of the tail wagging the dog, but that's not at all the case. As a city, we've signed on to something called Vision Zero, where we're trying to get our traffic accidents and the severity of those accidents down to zero, and some communities have accomplished that by implementing similar strategies. So it's really just narrowing the lanes to slow cars down, and that makes streets safer. It's really as simple as that. And we're talking about what that design looks like currently on Frankfort Avenue east of Stilts. We're doing it on Zorn Avenue, and we're going to be soon to be talking about that along Brownsboro Road as well within District 9.
Some really busy roads there.
Very much so.
Okay. Councilman, thank you so much for taking the time to come on. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.